some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Canes will kick it away first. Here he comes with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So TCU's offense is on the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well.
Oh, he's got some space. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Miami's offense has the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Dropping back, it's back. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Bringing the heat. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
They'll go to the ground. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Working that left side. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give on the option. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. A strike downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with the We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, TCU.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To the air, it's Beck. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. Turning it on. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They're going to ride this running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And the Canes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Quick strike complete. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Beck. That's reeled in, it's Daniels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Shoots it to the left. All alone, he's got it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Gets it out quickly. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's back. Got room to work. He's inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Punch it out of the air. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Gets open down the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
And the Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll try the counter. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's back. Flips it out on the screen. Plows through the defense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the move, it's Lyle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
The Hurricanes are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Snagged in the middle. It's Bauman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Beck. They're working that left side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Canes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll go to the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. No. Reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
The Hurricanes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So the 16-play drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Works the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Got his man on the right. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Makes the catch, it's Rodgers. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's McAllister. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.